Good evening and welcome to the Diamond TV Presenter Search Grand Finale 2022. Tonight, we crown the next Diamond. And Kgotso is ready with that person. Now, for 12 weeks, Diamond Media has embarked on a journey to find the next Diamond. And those 12 weeks have not been easy. Tonight, we're going to take a trip down memory lane. And I know that the contestants tonight will feel nostalgic about this. How about we take a look at some highlights of Diamond TV Presenter Search Season 3.
The Diamond TV Presenter Search received hundreds of hopeful individuals with a common goal of becoming the next addition to the Diamond TV family. From the first group of entries, the judges, Jonah, Chichi, and Vida, only selected 60 contestants.
And that's what you have, which I think you would easily adapt into presenting how we mostly do it at Diamond TV, like bringing your own thing.
I think that the things you watch now are a bit different from the things we used to watch 5 years ago. So I'm a bit...
Wait. Okay.
This was not it though. They had the responsibility of picking the top 20 contestants who were going to meet the Diamond TV Chief Visionary Officer, Contestant, a task that they successfully achieved.
They seem to be mentally charged as well. Although maybe there might be some elements of fear because they do not know what to expect from you, you know.
After the judges successfully completed their task, it was now time for the contestants to start completing their tasks, this time in front of the CVO himself, Kgotso, who was aided by his right-hand man, Jonah.
I said, this competition is very personal to me as it's thorough, and I'm looking for somebody to join the Diamond TV family, somebody who will be mentored by myself and Jonah, and somebody who will one day be able to take over from me and join the Diamond TV family. Contestants, good luck. I hope you're up for this task.
It definitely hasn't been an easy road for the contestants in making Costa happy.
Grow up. You don't show me that you're serious. Either you think I'm your cousin or something.
However, it's also been a journey full of joy.
Happy birthday to
you. Some tears.
You are crying.
And a lot of twists, especially during eliminations.
Be interested in getting back onto the show if we gave you a second chance?
Yes, sir. That would be an honor, a very big one.
I have decided that you're back on the show and we are excited to have you back and we want to see you as soon as possible.
The smaller the number got, the more tense it became.
You are pieces of core that under immense pressure and fire are panel beated into ultimately sparkling to being the diamond that needs to be part of this family.
And now that it's down to the top two, tonight we find out who the one is.
Pretty good, right? An amazing season. An amazing season. Kgotso did his thing. Now, at this moment, I would like to give a special thanks to the people who believed in the Diamond TV Presenter Search. Our partners, Coca-Cola, Pembe Milling, we have Sarago Motors, and Huawei. Thank you so much for believing in the media industry and also believing in Diamond Media, as well as the talent in this country. But why the Diamond TV Presenter Search? I caught up with CVO, Chief Visionary Officer Kgotso of Diamond Media, to give us an insight as to why this project is personal to him. Here is what he had to say.
The Diamond TV Presenter Search has been ongoing for the last 3 years, 2022 being the third season. The idea is all about growing the team, but obviously doing a job interview in a country where there's pool of talent, and we bridge this with an aspect of creating transparency for our viewers who are major stakeholders to obviously see and interact and have a say into who the next team member is going to be. The show has transformed into a reality that becomes a household name. You'll agree that this year, in terms of even both the promotion on the social media platforms and just the public response and excitement, even if the public is not interacting through voting, there's lots and lots of comments that come through every time an episode premieres. So there's been tremendous growth, both from a partnership side with stakeholders believing in the brand, in terms of the numbers of contestants coming into participation, as well as really the creativity, the format, and even when you're on the production set, you can see that the quality and the scale of the project keeps on increasing year in year out. It's not acting that we're putting up there. It's a reality show. What you see out of Cost on the presenter search is what you get. I believe there's always a time for everything. We've had good times of interacting with the contestants, either via lunch or one-on-one talks that are heart to heart or that are being mentored. But I have this strong passion and desire that one of the things with my experience and with the fact that I'm privileged to have this platform where people want to be part of it, we run a very tight ship. Because when I look at yourselves, Tapiwa, Dingindawa, Chimweka, and everybody else, even these young contestants, Zambia has a lot of talent. But what we need to create is policy and an industry that helps you get paid what you deserve, industry that creates an environment for you to access resources, whether it's cameras, whether it's software, easily for us to do a better job. There are economies in the world where content and basically production contributes extremely heavily to GDPs of countries' economy. And I see that happening in Zambia because there are lots of young producers, filmmakers, creators, or creatives opening up in their own little spaces. I think the idea is, how do we connect them to the corporates? How do we make finance accessible to them? How do we make skills and capacity training accessible for them, for that value addition to happen, and for us as an industry to compete on the global stage?
Contestants, take a deep breath. Something familiar for you, right? One of Costamon's classic lines from the Diamond TV Presenter Search Season 3. But at this point, an idea is one thing, but executing that idea and materializing it into a reality is another. And this is a job of a producer. Dingindaba Jonah Buyoya was producer of the Diamond TV Presenter Search, and he gives us an insight of what it was like producing this show. As Costa would like to call him, his fly on the wall. Here's what he had to say.
As Diamond Media, we're trying to establish as much as we can in the different platforms, the different channels that we are distributing to. So who better than our Chief Visionary Officer to decide who is going to be joining the team? The previous seasons of the Diamond TV Presenter Search have had myself and other judges, Vida, Malama, Chichi, and we were choosing the winners, and 4 of those winners are currently working with us at Diamond Media and are producing content for Diamond TV, for YouTube channel, for our Twitter and Instagram accounts. And so now we wanted to make it a bit more entertaining, you know, and by the end of the 13 weeks, get a refined, that's like a better term, person that would have had a comprehensive understanding of what we expect from them in terms of output. And they should just have a bit of an idea of how we come up with our creative content, how much work is put in, so they don't struggle when they eventually join our team. I'm part of the production beyond just being a co-judge. I'm part of the production as a producer and creating content around it. So From the thousands of people that applied, the hundreds that we auditioned, I knew we were only looking for one. And from an administrative point of view, I can't wait for the people to just be one person. So it's really never shocking for me when a person is eliminated.
Life-changing is what this journey is. I can say that because I too is a product of the Diamond TV Presenter Search. Now we caught up with some participants of the Diamond TV Presenter Search this year, the top 20, some of them, and they had a lot of things to say about how this journey has impacted them and also molded them to become the people that they are now and also who they intend to be. Now here's what they had to say about this.
If I were to describe the Diamond TV Presenter Search in one word, it would be life-changing.
Learning. Challenging. Why? Because we were really stressed and I feel like we all didn't know what we were walking into. I personally didn't have any idea what I was walking into.
And that is because there's a lot that we went through as we're in the Diamond TV Presenter Search. It was not only about presenting.
Traumatic. It was literally traumatic.
Or can I change it into hectic?
It was a redefining journey. Redefining, I would use redefining because I actually got to know more about myself in the media aspect and I got to work on myself.
Exciting. Me on the first day of my audition is very youthful, playful, energetic, but didn't really have lots and lots of experience when it comes to the real world. As like a child, you know, just innocently walking into an audition, not knowing what I'm getting into. The novel that came out of DPS is really matured in the sense that I know so much about this industry than I did when I was coming into it.
I was really nervous, I was scared, I was shaking, but when I was practicing in front of like the people that I was with, because we had like a mini group for practice, so when I was rehearsing with them and they were like, oh, you're really good, I really think you can back this, well, that's not true now because I got booted out.
My first audition, I was really scared, really scared. I remember I was shaking and I had to start again like twice and I really wasn't confident, but now I think the Chiambi now is more confident.
That innocent and this innocent now, there's a huge difference. My confidence levels are so high. I'm doing things that I never thought I could do. It's just we're 2 worlds apart.
The day I left.
The last episode I had with Diamond TV,
I just left. I never even said bye to anyone. I just left. So it was very emotional. I didn't want to cry. I didn't want to talk to anyone. I just left.
It's that point where I got to appreciate myself, to say, yes, okay, now I am a diamond for real. Because throughout the competition, I have won about 2 challenges and didn't get into the bottom until just once. And then it wasn't a win for me because every time Costa would give you a win, it would always be, but then again. But on the last episode, I was so happy, but I was eliminated on that episode. But I was so happy and I was just ready to take on the world, I think.
Rose's elimination, bro, like Rose was like my DPS mommy. She like took care of me because like in the first challenge that we had, my wardrobe was like missed. So she had to call her mom, her dad to come bring like an outfit for me and it was really cute.
I think my best moment was the last moment in DPS because that moment was a moment of rebirth for all of us and even just me as a person. I feel that moment was a build-up of all of the 11 weeks that we had been on that show and we all just gave it our best.
What I want to do now is focus on school. Yeah. Just focus on school and focus on, because I'm doing mass communication and public relations, so focus more on public relations and put media on hold for a while.
Currently, I'm doing radio, something a whole different, it's just something I would never have seen myself doing.
Like I said in the competition, I told Costa that you're going to see more of me and that's exactly what you intend to see.
I think for me, I need to apply the knowledge that I got from this journey into another different world. It might not be the media sector.
What's next for me now is, well, the world has to wait for Zian. I'm coming soon. It's going to be amazing.
The DPS is a vision of Diamond Media, but it has some partners who have bought into that vision and have made it a success this moment. Special thanks to our partners, but today, or this night, joining me on stage is Louis Mwape, who is from Huawei, one of our partners, and we're going to have a conversation as to why Huawei decided to partner with DPS this year. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm just going to dive right into it. And what is it like to be a part of an institution and also a project that is prepared to help empower the youth, and why is that so important for Huawei?
Thank you so much, Tapiwa. Good evening and good evening, viewers. Yes, so I just want to say that this is quite inspiring because in one way or another, it also fulfills our mission, you know, of making sure that the youths are supported, you know, they're given the skills that they deserve for a better Zambia. So as well, we saw it fit that although we are not in the media ourselves, we are an ICT company, you know, but the philosophy behind just empowering the youth and making sure that they are given the life-changing skills, you know, for us, it is something that fulfills our mission because we're doing similar programs, you know. So I think it's inspiring, and we thought it wise that we should come in and join hands with you in this initiative.
Now, having seen the Diamond TV presenter search and also being attached to it, what do you have to say about some of the talent that you've seen on the show? And are you hopeful that some of this talent can still be reached if such partnerships continue?
Well, I might say Zambia's got talent. Zambia's got world-class talent, and I think we've seen from the way this program has grown. Yourself, you've just mentioned that you're a product of this, and look at what you are doing now. You know, you're showcasing your talent, and it's something that everyone out there can appreciate. So Zambia's really has talent. So just like they've produced super talents like you, I'm sure from this ongoing program, we are going to have so much talent in the journalism industry. Yeah.
Well, Louis, thank you so much for joining me tonight. And also thanks to Huawei for partnering with Diamond TV on this.
Thank you very much. Let me just make mention that what we ask of this upcoming talent is that they ensure that they incorporate digital technologies in their field. You know, journalism is evolving, you know, and also you can't do without digital technologies, you know. So you need to make sure that you incorporate technology so that you're able to fit in wherever you can be placed in terms of this journalism field. You know, you may come out as a product of Diamond TV talent search, but who knows, tomorrow or the other day, you may find yourself at Al Jazeera or BBC. Yeah. So with that said, it is for this reason that Huawei saw it fit that they should give one of the finalists this product here. You know, it's Huawei MatePad. Yeah, so for us is to make sure that people, even in their work fields, you know, in their careers, they're also incorporating digital talents, digital technologies, I mean. Yeah.
All I'm hearing is no excuses, forever wins when it comes to deadlines with production. So I'm sure Jonah is happy to hear that.
Yep. So there you have it.
Thank you so much. So at this point, we understand that the journey of the Diamond TV presenter search coming to the grand finale in the top 2 has not been an easy one. It's been a roller coaster of a ride. But how was it from the finalists, Kgotso and George? Now they talk about their journey.
I decided to join the presenter search because I felt it would help me get closer to my aspirations in terms of what I wanted to do in the media field.
Well, I've been in the media space for as long as I can remember. I love presenting. I love script writing. I love engaging different kinds of people, talking about particular issues that are socially impactful, economically impactful, and just bringing a smile on everybody's face. I think I even said that in the first set that we had when DPS had started. I just love seeing people smile, and if I'm used as an instrument to bring a smile to people's lives and brighten their day, I'm good.
Initially, I didn't even want to show up for the first ever audition because I had a bit of a nervous streak as to whether I would succeed in participating in the competition, if I'd even get to like the final take. But when I did make it, I thought to myself, there's no going back, so I just have to bring in my A game.
When I just started out, when we just started out top 20, I think I had also mentioned in a previous diary set to say, because I hadn't like effectively engaged with most of the contestants, it was difficult for me to ascertain who looked like the fair game or who looked like they were a competition. Of course, there were some people who showed like they had fangs, like they're gonna be able to trump, but then I couldn't ascertain who was going to be like my competition until a later stage in the competition, not necessarily like top 20, because top 20 was just like us getting to know each other. Mended brokenness, guaranteed redemption, exercise forgiveness, dined with and loved sinners till death. The uneducated he educated by virtue of his influence, the stench-filled, filthy and unworthy he cleansed with fire, and the spirity he did not care what one wore. As deep as the world goes, deep within their hearts, he saw.
I hadn't interacted with most of them at that point, but from the chit-chat going around, it seemed some people did know what they were doing, others were just there for the sake of it. So it was more or less gauging who would be my main competition and, you know, learning them, learning their thought process, what it is they came here to achieve, their aspirations, their weaknesses. So that was something that secretly was my strategy.
Because you have to understand the people that you're competing against. If you're going to be effective in that competition, you have to understand their strengths and what they bring to the table. So I was looking forward to interacting with every one of them, seeing where they stand, their vision for Diamond TV Top 20 Presenter Search. And ultimately what I was thinking about was, despite everybody being good, my goal still remains the same. I'm here to conquer and I'm here to be able to come out on top. So yeah.
I'd say Rose. I think she was one of the people that I knew I'd have a hard time going up against. But yeah, there was definitely Rose. I'd say the toughest challenge that I faced was the improvisation one.
I spent hundreds of nights writing and writing and writing. Then criticism also helps, because you need to get criticized when someone comes and tells you, no, here you haven't done a good job. Sometimes you can be angry, it's fine, but sometimes you move on. So and then after you move on, you need to make sure that everything is actually in place.
Okay,
I've actually written a lot of movies, and most of them they are actually selling. Some of them they are in cinemas. Some of them are on TV,
and I'm sure that is very wonderful. Not to cut you short, sir, but we do have limited time. The next question we would like to ask is that...
And the news package. Those were the two toughest challenges that I had.
When Costa mentioned that I was part of the top 2, man, I was gobsmacked. I was ecstatic. I didn't know what to say.
George, I am sending you into the top 2. Well done.
Kgotso is brilliant. Kgotso is a brilliant, I want to say journalist, but she's a public health practitioner. Kgotso is brilliant. She is amazing. She is focused. She's very confident in what she does. And what I think about the competition, can I take it? Ultimately, I would say yes. I'm going to bring this one home, and I think we've had time to talk with Kgotso, and both of us are ready, because it's a competition, and I love the fact that she's that type of person who says, yeah, you're bringing it, I'm also bringing it, so let's do our best. So it's literally healthy competition at this particular point, but I'm going to bring this one home, and it's coming home. Literally, soccer analogy. It's coming back home. It's coming home.
How do I feel about going up against George, being one of the top 2 contestants? I don't want to sound full of myself, but I think it's going to be a piece of cake. Having participated throughout the entire competition and having worked with him a lot, I have come to understand that he is a good presenter. He does have the qualities, but I feel I am more refined and I'm more prepared to jump right into the work should I be the top person overall. And with regards to how I feel, I think it's now setting in that I am one of the top 2. I'm starting to get excited about it, and I'm just really hoping for the best.
Now, for the past 12 weeks, the contestants had a lot of tasks thrown their way, each of these tasks unique in establishing a refined diamond. But for the finalists, the task is different. Kgotso and George had the opportunity to have a job interview with Costa Mwansa. And Costa was not alone. He had some key players to join him. This is how it went down.
As I walked into the room, I am trying to maintain my composure. I'm trying not to panic, and I hope that I can sell myself off enough to be something or someone they're convinced in terms of getting the top spot as the finalist in the Diamond Presenter Search.
Your CV says you have audience capturing public speaking skills. What is that? Because I'm not captured yet.
Well, I have been told that I have the capacity or the ability to capture audiences whenever I do speak, either because of my clarity or the manner in which I conduct myself when I'm speaking to people. I feel like she maybe hasn't gotten to know me well enough or hasn't had the opportunity to listen to me at that point. I feel that I could still catch her at some point during the course of the interview, and I can really convince her that I do have the necessary and exemplary skills as I have stated in my CV.
I would be very interested in finding out if we gave you this job, what is your 5-year plan?
My 5-year plan, should I be given this job, it would definitely incorporate Diamond Media, because ultimately, as I am carrying out my duties with Diamond Media, I will also look at growing myself as a media personality, growing my career in media. Seeing Costa today and have him ask the questions that he has is that it's something that I have expected would happen.
Those are very good answers, eh? So, with the indulgence of the CVO, here.
No, thank you.
I'll take it.
No, thank you.
Have a dollar.
No, thank you.
When we need to up there.
We need to, yeah. Please. Here.
No, thank you.
No, you've done a great interview.
Done a great interview.
I prefer a job, which I'm aiming for here, not the money.
But this is just to say you've done a good job.
Your affirmations are fine enough.
The other guy got it, by the way.
Great for him.
And you're going to sign for it, by the way. There's a book there. Yeah, have you seen those?
Jonah got his share already.
Great for them.
Right. We've offered you money, you've refused. Whether it's for sure, we don't know. I'll tell you what I'll do when I'm given that 5,000 kwacha. Get it. Put it in my pocket. And forget anything ever happened. And I'll go on with my work like I never received anything.
I feel offended that I was offered the money, because to me it seems like they don't take me seriously enough to want to just have this as a career, and not because I want in with the money. Money is important, but at this point in my life it's more about the passion and what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to make of myself, what I'm trying to make of the industry and leave an impact in the industry. So yeah, I felt pretty offended. Might have come off as like a leeway thing or a joke, but I did not take lightly to that.
So, listening to my colleagues ask you questions, I have a few of my own. It's interesting that you've done a lot of health-related studies, public health. I see you worked with Sky Girls as an activator. You've worked with the DEC, First Aid Africa, and your undertone is very much entertainment in this space, I was just wondering how you've thought of integrating what you studied into the TV space.
How I thought of integrating what I've studied. I will be honest, I haven't put much thought into incorporating my degree into my media career. I feel that's something I need to be selfish with. I owe it to myself to first pursue a career in media before I can incorporate my degree. In the event that I do, I think I would lean more towards health-related content for people, something that would be easily understood, something that would appeal to the everyday person, layman language, and entertaining as well.
I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping that I sold myself enough for Costa to really consider that I take the top slot as the Diamond TV presenter finalist for 2022. I'm hoping I didn't answer any questions that presumably shot me in the leg, but those are my hopes so far.
Well, how I'm feeling after walking into the room and seeing Costa and the three judges, it's tense. I feel a bit anxious because I don't know what to expect. All of them seem very well composed, so composure equals to anxiety at most, yeah.
I wanted to ask you, your under skills and abilities in your CV, it's the number one skill is that you're creative.
Yes, ma'am.
But when I look at your CV, I don't feel like you're creative. So for me, it would start from this. I would look at this CV, even if you didn't list creativity as one of your skills, I'd say this is a creative person. So in 2 minutes, convince me that you're creative.
The thing that I've been asked to present, I was actually told to do something creative. So what I'm thinking about is creating a short sponsored show for Coca-Cola. So an ad of sorts or a mention. So I'll be talking about Coca-Cola all throughout the way, but I'll do it creatively. Hello, good morning and welcome to the Diamond TV Elimination Room, and I am joined by 4 lovely judges right here who are asking me to convince them how creative I am. Now, creativity, as Dingindawa Jonah Buyoya puts it, is the hallmark of every good journalist, of every good presenter. And one thing that they must bring to the table is creativity. You cannot walk into a presentation room without being creative. You can be a good public speaker, but how creative can you bring out the points? This is one of the reasons why George is on the elimination block today, and he's trying to figure out how to convince these judges. Will he be able to convince the judges? It's something that we're yet to find out. Stay tuned.
I like you, George.
Thank you.
That was very creative, very quick on your feet. That's good.
My thoughts on the judges that we have, or the interviews that we have today. I feel like Mutinta is the toughest because she pulls out questions from both the CV and the real world, followed by Davis. Davis brings out questions in a way that he's going to trap you if you're not careful in how you answer. And Muka is the type to give you a question with the mentality that you're going to fail this one, and he's waiting so that he can pull out something from a slip up that you do. But all in all, they're good judges and they're quite tough. As I said, Mutinta is like the toughest, so I'm hoping I could be able to impress and get this.
You are about to interview a politician. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
And then just before the interview, he commends you for your work. He says you're a good presenter, very eloquent and all that. Then just before the interview, he hands you a 5 grand. What would you do? 5,000 kwacha.
All right.
What would you do?
What would I do? 5,000 kwacha in my hands. Man, first off, I have. First off, 5,000 kwacha is like quite tempting because I would have to like wait for it up to like the end of the month, and then also the incentives kick in. But then I have to remember that I'm a person first. I have morals. I think my answer is no. My answer still remains no because it's compromising.
What are the qualities that you think would qualify you to be the top one?
Number one, I'm able to cite from you as my panel. You mentioned that I'm quick on my feet. I'm able to think real fast. That is number one. Number two, you also mentioned that I am creative. That is number two. Number three, you mentioned I'm eloquent and I'm able to surf my way around a conversation of such caliber. I'm able to be very eloquent. The interview keeps going on. At this point, it's the interviewers who have to decide that, because I wouldn't necessarily mention to say cut, and that would be risking my job opportunity. The sense of time is there, but the questions keep on coming. All I have to do is sit tight, hang about, and deliver to full capacity.
What is your weakness?
My weakness? I'd have to say being anxious. Anxiety doesn't do me justice in that area, so anxiety would have to be my greatest weakness.
Yet your CP says you're able to work under pressure.
No, I am able to work under pressure. It's just a weakness that I have to battle for me to work well under pressure is the anxiety, and I'm still able to deliver regardless.
You're very young, 22 years old this year?
23.
23?
Yes, sir.
What is your 5-year plan?
My 5-year plan. There were a few glitches here and there, especially in the 5-year plan question. I think that was like the major question that had a whole lot of glitches and everything. But so far, the judges or the interviewers seem to have had a great time with me, and I had a great time with them. It was a high quality interview. I'm yet to see I was yet to see something like this high standard or this professional, because like most of the interviews that I've attended or been part of, they'll ask you your name, what you've done, why you want this, and they're done. But this challenged me, and this made me extensive to the point that I had to start being very much expressive in regards to how I was responding. But all in all, it was a good interview. I enjoyed myself, and yes, I believe I've got this, so I can't wait to see the results.
So I know Mtinta is about to come in. You know what's funny about what Davis has said is that we're in a conundrum, to be honest. On one side, you've got George, personable, real quick, shows you what you need to see. But to be honest, he's a scatterbrain. He's not even sure what he wants to do. You know, and you might argue that he's 22, but Davis, Costa, I know women mature faster, so I won't even talk about it. At 22, we knew what we were about to do in life. With her, she's a steady hand. She's somebody who's cutthroat, she knows what she wants to do with the job, and she would settle quicker than George.
For me, I'm very big on demeanor, other things you can teach. So when an interviewee is asked and they say, I've done my best, and basically what you do with my pitch is up to you.
You don't care.
You know what I mean? Like, he was shocked. You know, Davis was shocked. Like, who answers like that?
Being teachable, she is. Okay, but whether somebody's able to change your personality or your attitude, that remains to be seen. But in terms of what to do, being able to be a presenter of this caliber and that caliber, probably she can be taught. But the attitude, I think, may overweigh her ability to become a very good presenter.
Well, I'll have to take all the points and observations into consideration, but thank you so much for those lovely insights.
The toughest job interview I think a lot of us have seen. George, Kgotso, congratulations for making this far. and all the best. Once more, thank you to our partners this year on the Diamond TV Presenter Search Season 3, Coca-Cola, Pembe Milling. We also have Sarago Motors and Huawei. Thank you so much for believing in this dream and also for making it a reality. At this point, we are getting to the final. Costa has thought about it. He has spent a couple of weeks with these individuals and he's come up with his top 2. But tonight, he comes up with his top 1. Who will be the next diamond? At this point, I would have said after the break elimination, but we'll not do that because it's happening right now. Chief Visionary Officer of Diamond Media, Costa Mwansa.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a lovely welcome to the grand finale of the Diamond TV Presenter Search Season 3. First of all, to all the finalists that have made it tonight, a big round of applause for yourselves, really, a big round of applause. Allow me also to thank our partners, Coca-Cola, Pembe, and Huawei, Sarago Motors, for supporting the Diamond TV Presenter Search for Season 3. We're really, really grateful to our partners. To our mentors, Kamiza, thank you for coming. You're always splendid. And you guys need to give him the feedback that his session was really one of the best. Yoko, thank you so much. Thank you for supporting media. And like I keep on saying, you and I have known each other for at least close to 20 years now. It's really surreal that as young people who started out very young, we are now trying to empower and hand over the baton. So thank you, Yoko. David, as well. I appreciate your coming. For you, David, there's lots of talent here. I check your status, you're looking for there's lots of talent that I cannot take up alone. Please speak to David, he's got lots of projects coming up. Thank you, David. Thanks to all the other guest mentors, Smooth IK, Chilulemba, the PR Girl Media, Mutale Mwanza, so many. And really it's been an exciting 12 weeks. I know that tonight it's about 2 people. Thank you also to my colleagues, Mutinta Musokotwane. I'm sure she's not one of your favorite, George or Kgotso, but that's business. Muka Mwenda as well as Davis Kabuswe. I know that the 2 finalists are represented by their family or supporters. Can I see where they are? Where's Team Kgotso? Where are they? Right there. Team George. Interesting. Before I call on the top 2, I'll call on the top 2. Before I call on them, I have a few CEO announcements to make. There was a show favorite who I know many hearts were broken when he left the show. Cosmos. Please stand. Come through. By the way, this is unscripted. It's not Jonah's script. This is the CEO's script. You look dapper. Cosmos, welcome back to the presentation. I watched you throughout the whole competition. You're straight out of school. You and I had an exit interview. If you are interested to take up the media business, we are ready to take you on as an intern. I see the potential.
I see the potential of you becoming a great journalist. Well done. So, if you are interested, I know you're crying, maybe you don't want the job. If you are interested, please make time next week to visit our news manager. And I know that when you and I talked in my office, you want to get into journalism school, and we'll make that happen for you. Well done. Well done. Well done. One of the things we're also doing at Diamond Media is expanding the fact that there's so much platform, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter. But we always say that if content is king, then Diamond is the castle. And the fundamentals of building strong and accurate content is research. We recently created a research department. And again, with that strength, Ntalasha. I know that you're studying. What is it that you're studying again?
I'm doing actuarial science. Actuarial science.
Actuarial science. I think that would add value in our research department. All of you do agree that when it came to research and nailing the numbers, if you are interested, we are attaching you. We want you to continue with your school. But when you go for a job interview, they'll always ask you, what's your work experience? And so we're giving you an opportunity to intern with us as far as research is concerned, and probably further your media passion. So you're welcome to the family as well. And so we narrowed it down to the top 5. In week 11, I was extremely disappointed and sent everybody packing, and I did not eliminate anybody because what they presented to me was a total mess. When they came back, the top 5: Nova, Zian, Grace, George, and Kgotso. Come to the stage. A big hand for your top 5. So, here's what happened. When they came back to present what they called Lavishly Living, that is the show that they put up together as their final piece. They demonstrated that they could work as a team, but for the first time, they got a thumbs up from me in the elimination room. To the point that what they had put up as a show, we okayed that it has to go onto TV. So we have decided that Lavishly Living is going to be presented as a 13 episodes TV show for Diamond Media. And the 5 of you are going to obviously work as a team and present and produce that show. So you're going on air. But as CVO of the business, I also do a lot of marketing. And I see Coca-Cola here. I see my colleagues from Huawei. There's lots of talent here, Coca-Cola. And where's our marketing manager, Alfred? He handles the Coca-Cola account. In this program, I can assure you, Audrey, in this program, these guys created a Coca-Cola advert. 2, actually. I asked Jonah, was this scripted by Coca-Cola? Something you need to listen to. And Kamiza, when you listen to the voice techniques on those ads, you'll be wowed by this girl. So we are really taking you to TV. And Mr. Chibiliti, I'm asking if Lavishly Living can be sponsored. Because these people need to get paid. So well done, guys. Thank you. So, Kgotso, you can come here. Thanks, Zian. Thanks, Nova, and thanks, Grace. The winner tonight gets a job as a presenter who will join the production family of Diamond TV with a 60,000 kwacha annual salary. The runner-up will equally get a 3 months internship at the station. Can we call this a tie and we go home? Ladies and gentlemen, it's always bad to be in the villain's position. After 13 weeks, consultations, mentorship, your winner for the Diamond TV Presenter Search Season 3 of 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner George Peary.
Shine bright like a diamond, shine bright like a diamond, shine bright like a diamond. Let your passion out like the diamond you are. Shine bright like a diamond, shine bright like a diamond, shine bright like a diamond. Let your passion out like the diamond you are. Like a diamond you are. Like a diamond you are. Like a diamond you are. Let your passion out like a diamond you are. Like a diamond you are. Like a diamond you are. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Let your passion out like the diamond you are. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Let your passion out like the diamond you are.